Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Back Battles. Today we had the Mega Garchomp team with one little edit. We're going to be trying out the Incineroar over Among Us because Among Us wasn't really doing too much. And I feel like I wanted to trade Tyranitar, but I feel like Tyranitar has been putting more work than Among Us has. So we're going to try and see how this is going to work here. We got Tyranitar, Garchomp, Zapdos, Milotic, Incineroar, and Tapu Lele on deck. And hopefully this Incineroar can help fix up the Kartana issues that we've been having with this team. But anyway, let's just get started and play some games. So if you haven't been following me on my Twitch channel, I've been streaming every single day recently. This is the second day of consistent streaming, and I'm going to be trying a new thing where I'm going to be streaming every single day, or every single day that I can until partnership, if I can get partnership, because I really one of my goals for for 2018 was partnership with Twitch, because I felt like I've been really close, and if I did consistent streaming I could have reached that number, because I averaged around like 40 to 50 normally, and that's, you know, not really consistent streaming I really done. So I feel like I can get it if I actually do just do really well with it. So we'll see how this goes. It looks like we're gonna see a Braviary, Gastrodon, Incineroar, Glalie, Nihilego, and Togedemaru as our opponent's first team of the day. Now, what's interesting is going to be the Glalie. We're going to see the Glalie, which is probably the Mega Evolution on my opponent's team, which is going to make this game very interesting. My opponent doesn't look like has good answers to Tyranitar, though, so I think it is Superpower on the Braviary. I think I want to go Zapdos plus Tapu Lele as the lead. Milotic doesn't really do that well here other than Incineroar, and I'm not even sure if you're going to bring Incineroar to this matchup. I think Tyranitar and maybe Garchomp is the best, because I think they do really well. I don't think my Incineroar does really that great against my opponent's team. Can handle the Glalie, but like Tyranitar can also handle Glalie effectively if I just get rid of, I think it's the Braviary. I think weakened Incineroar a bit, and Gastrodon would activate my weakness policy, so not that big of a deal here. So we'll see how this goes for sure. But yeah, Mega Glalie should be interesting. I was actually fixing some teams for back-to-back battles. One of them in my builder has been the Mega Glalie, and actually it was kind of a bit of the same composition. I had a Braviary and Gastrodon, that's for sure. The others were completely different, however. So let's see how this is gonna go. Should be interesting. I wonder what kind of Glalie set it is, if it's the special set with Freeze Dry or if it's the physical set. I do think the physical set is, you know, the better set. Hyper Voice is pretty weak on Glalie. We're going to see Braviary and Nihilego lead against my Zapdos and my Tapu Lele. So this works out pretty good for me, I think. Because one, a Tailwind here is pretty good. My opponent can't really set up anything. Sludge Bomb, I guess, could happen, but I don't feel that's too bad for me. Yeah, like, this isn't a bad spot at all. I think I can just go... One, would you risk the Thunderbolt in the Braviary turn 1 is my question. I think Tailwind is just such a safe play here. The question is, how much will Sludge Bomb do from the Nihilego? Because I'm thinking maybe going hard Tyranitar might not be a bad play. But I'm thinking Garchomp is also a really good play here. So I think I'm going to go Garchomp, because I could see this Nihilego potentially being Scarf, because my opponent... I don't know. I could see Scarf Nihilego as a backup answer to Tapu Koko if Tapu Koko is a bit too problematic for my opponent's side of the team. Power Jump's not going to do too much to Zapdos with the Seed, so I think I'm in an okay position here. So I think Garchomp is the right call here, because I don't want to take a Sludge Bomb with Lele. I don't want to risk Lele turn 1. We're probably going to trade Tailwinds, and maybe a Sludge Bomb comes out in the Lele. So I'll go Garchomp here, as Braviary is actually going to retreat, so I get a free Tailwind off, which is nice. Togedemaru is actually going to come out. Oh, look at this Garchomp switch. This Garchomp switch is amazing for me. And Sludge Bomb does come out and target down my Garchomp here. So great. No poison too, which is nice, and Tailwind goes off. So now I could probably just go for a Dragon Claw, I think, in the Nihilego. And yeah, I'll go for Heat Wave Dragon Claw. The reason I'm going to go for Heat Wave Dragon Claw here is because he can't fake out my Garchomp. I could easily go for Heat Wave plus Earthquake here and pick up a double knockout. I don't think my opponent should let me do that. I think a Braviary comes out here, and Togedemaru will probably Spiky Shield to preserve the Lightning Rod. So that's the main reason I want to go for this play. I will make the aggressive play here, and I should still do a lot to Nihilego regardless. But it is going to switch out here. Braviary is going to come in to avoid the Earthquake, and I imagine Togedemaru protects here. So I'm hoping Heat Wave into two Heat Waves into Dragon Claw should finish Braviary. That's what I'm hoping for. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world, but it would put me in a really great spot if it did. As Togedemaru are going to go for Fake Out into the Garchomp, forgetting about the Psychic Terrain there. Heat Wave does come out, does target down both of my opponent's Pokemon. Almost knocks out both of my opponent's Pokemon there. I actually get a burn on the Braviary too, so you know what? I didn't need the burn because next turn I could have just Heat Waved, and I probably would have been able to set up a free Swords Dance, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I don't have to rely on hitting Heat Wave though, which is nice, but yeah, I could have used that opportunity to get a free setup there. Now my opponent gets a free switch, which isn't the worst thing for my opponent here. But maybe my opponent really doesn't like that because of the fact that Glalie is in the back, and Earthquake and the Heat Wave will probably knock out the Glalie as well. My opponent's still in a rough spot no matter what, so yeah. As Incineroar is actually the back Pokemon. So that means I don't think you can beat down Nihilego. Yeah, I don't see my opponent beating down Nihilego. As I'll just go for the Heat Wave here. And I guess Earthquake? Yeah, because Incineroar can't knock out my Garchomp, I think. Unless it's Z-move on the Incineroar, but I'm thinking it's Z-move on the Braviary. It looks like we're not going to see a Glalie, unfortunately, which, you know, I thought it was actually pretty decent against my team. We're going to see the Spiky Shield, which is fine here. As I will go for the Earthquake into my opponent's team. How much is it going to do to the Incineroar? Should still do about at least half, I think, into the Incineroar. And Incineroar still can't knock out my Garchomp no matter what. Maybe Z-move can, but even if it is a Z-move set, I feel like I'm still in the okay spot. As let's see, Heat Wave dodges the Incineroar, and it's just a U-turn coming out. Okay. Into my Garchomp. Which is okay. We get to confirm what kind of Nihilego it is. And if it's HP Ice and Scarf, it will outspeed my Garchomp under Tailwind, sure. But it wouldn't be the end of the world because then I just get a free switch in Tyranitar, I think. And if I knock out Togedemaru, I'm just going to Heat Wave here and go for the Earthquake. I'm not going to give my opponent an opportunity to maybe set up Trick Room with Nihilego, for instance, which could be a little bit troublesome. So I'll just go for the Earthquake plus the Heat Wave here. I don't think it's too bad for me to risk the Garchomp here on an HP Ice, even if it's Scarf Nihilego. I could have maybe scouted, but I don't think that's necessary. We're going to see Togedemaru switch out into Incineroar. That means I think you have to be Scarf Nihilego if you're going to make this play. I think you have to be Scarf Nihilego if you're going to make that play. Which is fine again. I get the free switch in Tyranitar. But it's not going to be Scarf Nihilego, so this Earthquake's going to come out. It is -2, however, but will it be able to still knock out the Nihilego is the question. It does knock out the Nihilego. Is that crit, or is that just Nihilego? That's just Nihilego. So Incineroar goes down, so does Nihilego. My opponent probably was hoping that you could live the double up right there, but unfortunately, or at least just the Earthquake itself, if it was like a pinch berry, but yep, Garchomp proving to be strong, and Mega Garchomp finally gets a sweep. Mega Garchomp finally gets a sweep. Oh, did I not have Tailwind up? No, I had Tailwind. Oh, I didn't have Tailwind up last turn. Wait, did I? I don't remember. I'm just gonna go for Earthquake here, as the match is gonna be forfeited. Like, pretty sure Mega Garchomp plus Tyranitar in the back one anyway, regardless. Even if you knock out my Tyranitar, I mean my Garchomp with HP Ice, I get Tyranitar in, and as long as I don't miss a Rock Slide and then like Low Kick is the worst possible scenario into my Tyranitar, I should be able to win the game. Because as long as I get Tailwind up next to Tyranitar, my opponent didn't have much. And even if you go for like, or I could just like go into Lay Shots like you did in Nihilego, that's also another player. Or I could like Moonblast. I could also like Thunderbolt the Incineroar, which should probably pick up the knockout in that range, and Sharatseki if I really want to. There are a bunch of potential plays I had. But yeah, Mega Garchomp just able to position itself really nicely. Catching that Braviary on the switch was absolutely huge because of the fact that, yeah, I was just able to pressure my opponent. However, I would have liked for my opponent not to get burned because the free Sword Stance there would have just 100% secured it, I think. I don't think there was any way for my opponent to come back once I got a Sword Stance up. So yeah. Otherwise, able to pick up a game win, which is really nice. And yeah, Mega Garchomp putting in some work. Of course, we haven't seen the Incineroar do anything yet because we didn't have to bring Incineroar or Amoonguss in that last game. But who knows? Hopefully, maybe we face another Kartana and Incineroar can put in a ton of work. Unless we, for some reason, we face like another Florges Incineroar, which if you haven't checked out the previous episodes, highly recommend go checking them out if you have missed them. But yeah, Flower Veil is something that I didn't look up until after, because I forgot that was an ability. And it meant that Kartana couldn't be intimidated. We got 1720 rated player from Japan. And okay, there is a Kartana. Actually, I played this guy on stream, I think, earlier today. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, I think. So, Landers, Charizard, Kartana, Snorlax, the Tapu Koko, and Cresselia. So let me see. It was Life Orb Koko, I think. It was Life Orb Koko, Air Slash Charizard, Belly Drum Standard Snorlax. What do I like here? I think I like the combination Tyranitar, Zapdos, Lele, and Incineroar. I think I really like that. I do really like that. It might be also Psychium Z on the Cresselia. That could be a thing. Do I even lead? Do I lead Zapdos? I don't need to lead Zapdos. You know what? I'm going to keep Zapdos in the back, I think, and have Tyranitar in the back. I think I just don't want to allow Snorlax to potentially set up against me, so I don't want to risk that. I rather lead Incineroar plus Lele here. Because I don't want Snorlax to ever set up if it's like Cresselia Snorlax lead. Like hard Cresselia Snorlax lead. So let's see how this is gonna go. I will taunt. I could taunt. I could knock off. I could snatch the. I could snatch the Snorlax. There are a bunch of things I could do. I could probably taunt to the Cresselia and snatch. Kartana Koko is gonna come in, which is not bad for me, I guess, because I could have led. I could have led Zapdos here, which would have been great. Oh well. So Psychic Terrain's gonna go up. I get this Intimidate off. So we're not in a bad spot here. I could Flare Blitz Psychic potentially. I don't know what kind of Kartana it is. Could be Sash. Could be Bulky Berry. Could be Z-Move. Huh. I'm worried about a Thunderbolt Sacred Sword double up. Also worried about a double target into my Lele. I can't fake out. I think I would live the double up though. From the Kartana as long as it's not Z something. I think I'm just gonna Flare Blitz the Kartana. I'm gonna make a safe play turn one, just Flare Blitz the Kartana. I don't think I had to target down Koko yet. It's really not a big threat without the terrain, so I think I could leave it alone. And I really don't want like Bloom Doom coming on the Lele because I don't know where the Z move is on my opponent's team. I never got to, we never revealed it on stream. So I'll go into my Zapdos, get the seed up. So I'll be able to take the hits. I am kind of worried about a Landers comes in on a Volt Switch, which could happen here. There's definitely something that could happen here. So let's see what my opponent decides to go for. Volt Switch does come out, but it looks like Kartana doesn't protect, so that's not a bad sign. It is the Life of Koko. What is coming out? Landers? Yeah. Should always be Landers. And let's see what the Kartana goes for. Maybe it's a Sacred Sword, or maybe it's a Leaf Blade double no Lele. I could have just protected Lele and Flare Blitz here. Z-move does come out. It is the all-out pummeling. Okay. So, I don't know if this knocks out Incineroar. If it does, I'm in a, I guess, not good spot. Maybe I should just switch out for the other slot and just Psychic. Because Psychic would have done a lot to the, oh, it's a double up in a Zapdos. That's a really interesting double up. That's a really interesting double up. I will get a Psychic off into the Kartana. So I get rid of Kartana. That's great. I don't have to worry about Tyranitar being swept by this Pokemon. I do take a bit of recoil here. Let's see. Koko should be coming back in, I think. If it's Zard, I don't feel like it's... Yeah, Koko. Now I'm thinking it's very probable that it's like Scarf Landers. I don't want to lose too much by going to Lele because going to Lele could be detrimental to me depending on the situation. I think, actually, is it that detrimental? I mean, you have to double up my Zapdos if you want to pick up the knockout, right? You know what? I'm going to go Lele and Tailwind. The reason I'm going to go Lele Tailwind is you have to double up the Zapdos slot if you want to get rid of the Zapdos and deny it from going for like a Tailwind here. So Rock Slide plus Thunderbolt would probably be my opponent's play here, I think. I could see Thunderbolt Rock Slide or maybe even Gleam Rock Slide, but I'm not sure if you're going to go for it. I want to confirm the speed here on the Landorus and Coco. I never got to see this in the game I played. Nope, it's just going to be a Thunderbolt coming out into the Zapdos and Rock Slide. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's knockoff actually. In a Lele, which is Z-move. Okay, I don't know why my opponent went for knockoff there. Maybe they didn't want to activate Incineroar's Berry. But I'll take that as I get a huge amount of momentum right here. Because now Roost and Charizard looks like a very solid play onto my opponent's team. Unless the land... That's probably AV Landers. But would you... I don't think you Earthquake here though. Do you? I guess I could see it. We're going to see Tapu Koko switch out into Cresselia. Okay, no Charizard. That's a really interesting play. So I'm going to get the Charizard off. And if this doesn't knock out Landorus, that's fine. Even if Earthquake double knocks me out, I get a free Fake Out and a Dragon Dance with Tyranitar. And that's absolutely amazing. So no matter what, this is the best play possible, I guess, for me. Charizard going to come out into Landorus. Maybe if I Heat Wave, Charizard might have been better. But I felt like I was fine with going for the Roost, because I could have capitalized off Protects. Charizard actually just knocks out the Landorus, and that I think should be game. I think Tyranitar just wins now. I Roost. I wonder if this is Ally Switch on the Cresselia. I wouldn't be surprised. Here comes the Tapu Koko. I think I just Moonblast the Cresselia slot and Heat Wave. I just get some damage off by spreading. Yeah, I just spread some damage. I'm going to Heat Wave and Moonblast. Because I'm just trying to get Tyranitar into that perfect position for it to set up and finish off this game. That's all I really need. Koko could protect. Icy Wind or Trick Room could go up. Looks like no protects here. Good play from my opponent. Moonblast going to come out. Oh, gets a crit. Nice damage though. Heat Wave. Koko avoids. Put it in range of Rock Slide, but whatever. Thunderbolt gonna come out probably in the Lele. Yep, finish it off. It's fine. And a Icy Wind, which again, not bad for me at all. Go Tyranitar here. Sandstream activates, and I'm pretty sure Assurance plus Thunderbolt after a Life Orb and Sand should knock out the Tapu Koko. So I'm actually just going to double up the Cresselia slot with Assurance plus Thunderbolt, because even if you Ally Switch here, I think I get the knockout on the Koko after all the recoils. And if you don't protect, that should be game, because I don't think Koko can come back from this 3v1. So, knock out the Cresselia. Great. As Tapu Koko is going to fire out that Dazzling Gleam, and that is going to hurt, but yeah, it's not even a 2 KO on my Tyranitar in Sand. Weakness Policy is going to activate for my Tyranitar, and I will be able to throw off a Thunderbolt into Tapu Koko, and I should just be able to win this game right here. Yep. What's the 100% win play? Actually, the 100% win play is to Tailwind here and Protect. Wait, did Tailwind expire for me? I think it did. I'm pretty sure it did. Match is going to be forfeit anyway. I mean, I'm pretty sure I would still win the game anyway. Even if you Thunderbolt to Zapdos, I would have got a free switch into my Incineroar for Fake Out Pressure, which is exactly what I wanted. Because if I do get that, I'm in such a good position. And even, yeah, I think I would still been in a great position no matter what. My opponent just didn't have many ways to outcome that game, especially with the Life Orb and the Sand ticking away at the Tapu Koko. So my board position was like very solid right there. Still really surprised about the knockoff though in the late. I thought if it was like Rock Slide, it might have actually been a huge game changer, for instance. But I don't know what my opponent was expecting with the knockoff. There's nothing you could really catch, or maybe you just really want to get rid of the Incineroar's Berry. Because otherwise, I really don't know. Or maybe it was a misclick. Maybe it was supposed to target down to Zapdos, like double up onto Zapdos. Which might have been able to knock out, which I'm still not even sure. But nice, we're able to take 2 wins. Incineroar putting in a ton of work so far already for us, which I like to see. I like to see Pokemon that put in work right away in the first episodes being used. And let's see if we can get another one. Can we get another one? Because that would be great. But yeah, we got N from the United States, New Jersey, 1593 rating, with the team of, Tapu Koko Raichu, Alola Form, Landis Fairy, Charizard, Tapu Bulu, and Rotom Wash. Actually, what's funny is I was talking about this on stream earlier today. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. I don't know if it's Charizard X or Charizard Y. I would assume it's Charizard Y, but I have no idea. I think I could go, what? Lele Zapdos doesn't look that bad as a lead. Tyranitar looks really good if I set up properly. Incineroar can put in a ton of work. Don't really like my Lodic in this matchup. Incineroar is fair though. I think Incineroar could be fair. Do I even need Garchomp? I feel like Garchomp's good for the Rotom because I don't have many ways to deal with Rotom effectively. And Bulu. Is it worth having Garchomp? I think it might be worth not to bring Garchomp. I think I'm gonna go Zapdos, Incineroar, Tapu Lele, and Tyranitar. I think that covers a lot of my avenue with this team. So let's see how this is gonna go. I feel like this is the best lead because I get to fake out, stop something, set up with my other, like a Tailwind for instance, with my Zapdos. If you want to lead Koko Raichu, I could always just switch on to Lele for instance. Get the Seed Boost. There are a bunch of things I can do. So let's see what my opponent's gonna opt for. As I will lead Incineroar plus Zapdos here against the Tapu Bulu and Charizard. This is probably one of the best leads I could have asked for. As I get the Intimidate pressure onto the Bulu, I can fake out the Charizard here. And the next turn, I could even go for like Flare Blitz into the Tapu Bulu. So this is looking pretty good for me as a lead. I think I could go for Tailwind here and just fake out the Charizard. Or do I want to fake out the Bulu so I don't let it get a bulk up or substitute? But even if it gets a bulk up, I can Heat Wave. Even if it gets a sub, I can Heat Wave too. I don't think it really matters. I'm going to fake out the Charizard. I don't want Overheat knocking out my Zapdos. Yeah, it's definitely not worth my Zapdos. So I will fake out the Charizard, Heat, Tailwind. I think I could see Landers coming in for either one of the slots. And now that I think about it, Landers on the Tapu Bulu team, you would want to think it would be a special Landers if that's the case. So it might be that special Landers that we're looking at right here. And I wonder what kind of Charizard this is. It is going to be revealed to be Charizard Y, and it is going to Mega Evolve. So, Mega Charizard Y on deck. We do have a Tyranitar in the back, however, so I feel pretty good about our position. I wonder my opponent's going to try to attempt for Tailwind. It looks like you're going to go on the offense because you don't want to waste Sun turns, especially with a Tyranitar in the back. Fake Out going to go into Charizard as it does flinch, and Zapdos does get his Tailwind up. So, let's see what the Bulu goes for. Going to be the Stone Edge into the Zapdos slot. Okay. That's a good amount, but that's nowhere near a knockout. And now I think I could just Roost with Zapdos and heal back some HP. And I think I could Flare Blitz here. Yeah, because you have to Overheat if you want to knock out Zapdos. And I'm not sure if... Because you might expect me to double into Charizard. I could see you expect me to double into Charizard. I could see you switching out Charizard for Landers. That's also another play I could see. Right now, I think Roost is a solid play all around. Because I don't want to... I want to Flare Blitz the Bulu slot here, catch something. It looks like the Landers is going to come in for that slot. So that's actually pretty good for me because Landers is one of the Pokemon that my Tyranitar does not appreciate. So I'll definitely take that. Flare Blitz off into the Landers. And Charizard protects. Oh, that's basically the best turn I could have asked for. That's amazing for me. So I'm going to be able to get a Roost off with my Zapdos. And I'm going to be able to Flare Blitz the Landorus. So that's huge damage that's going to be done to this Landorus variant. And very, very nice damage. And I get to heal back all the way up. Don't know if it's Scarf. It could be Scarf, but if it's Scarf, I think it would proc my Berry. I think I'm just going to Flare Blitz to Landorus and just Thunderbolt to Charizard. Just make some safe plays. Looks like I don't have to worry about Koko Raichu in this game, so looks pretty good for me. I'm also looking at an opportunity to set up Dragonance with Tyranitar once I get rid of Landorus potentially so I can win the game. My opponent can't really switch out the Landorus slot. Doesn't have a good switch in. We're going to see the Charizard switch out, though, into the Tapu Lele. And if I Heat Wave, that could have been detrimental, but I didn't. Because I don't really need to in this position, because Incineroar might just be able to outspeed the Landorus if it isn't a Choice Scarf variant. So Thunderbolt gets a crit. Looks like it is Scarf. Rock Slide misses the Incineroar, which is a bit unfortunate, but it wouldn't have KO'd, and I would... Is that Banded? No, that's just a crit. Okay, I was just about to say, is that Banded? Because Banded was still not going to KO, but I would have done a lot. But it will knock out the Landers here, which is great. And yeah, this is looking pretty good for me so far. As my opponent's just been taking damage, like a bunch of damage, so great. What is coming out? Charizard? Koko. That means the Bulu's not doing anything. Heat Wave and a Flare Blitz and a Koko seems pretty tempting. How many turns of Tailwind do I have left, though? I have one turn of Tailwind, so you might just double protect to stall out, I think. So I'm just going to Roost here and actually go out in a Lele, because I can activate my Seed on Zapdos, which could be pretty big in this matchup. So I'm just going to Roost, go into my Lele, because I could catch a double protect here, and I'd be able to heal. And I don't think my opponent can knock me out unless you go for Gigabyte Heavy with Koko, but then I just get a free switch in back to Incineroar, and my opponent can't do much anyway. So I'm feeling like I'm in a pretty good spot regardless. At this point, if I get a Dragonance up, I should be able to win the game. So let's get Lele in here. And I'm assuming it'd be a double protect. Let's see. Activate the Seed on Zapdos, so it has better special defense. Bulu's gonna retreat, okay. Into the Tyranitar? Charizard. Yeah, Charizard. Why did I say Tyranitar? It's Charizard. And I Roost. So no protect from the Koko, so I could just Heat Wave Flare Blitz to Koko, and my opponent would have been in a terrible spot, but yeah, my opponent has to make aggressive reads to come back. It's actually going to be the taunt coming out, which is completely fine for me because my Zapdos is already pretty healthy. I get a pretty free Tailwind up here now. And I don't see a reason not to... Oh, wait, I can't Tailwind, right. I was going to say, oh, I could get a very free Tailwind off here. No, I can. I just, yeah. That's fine, though. I think Thunderbolt should be enough for the Charizard. No, I don't think I'd knock out the Charizard. I got to think about this. So I could go Tyranitar here, which might not be a bad option. Or I could just double up with Lele. I think if I get rid of Koko, I'm in a really good spot. So I'm just going to Shadow Psyche and Thunderbolt to Charizard. We're going to see Gleam here, which is fine. You have to be timid in order to outspeed. It's Life Orb Koko. And it looks like I'm faster than Charizard, so it looks like modest Charizard. So I'll be able to pick up the knockout onto my opponent's... what's it called? Koko, which is pretty good here, since most Charizards have been modest recently. So Shadow Psyche will come out into the top of Koko, even if you got the Heat Wave off. If you're timid, that means you have no bulk. Thunderbolt would have done a lot, and I think put you in range of Fake Out or Sandstorm, so I'm okay with that. I do knock out the top of Koko, which is great, and the Heat Wave is going to come out. Does connect with both. And that still does a lot to Zapdos, but then again, it is Charizard Y. We will get a Thunderbolt off. How much will it do? Actually picks a knockout on Charizard. And it's not a critical hit, so it looks like it's just no bulk Charizard in general. Okay, sweet. So we were guaranteed pretty much a knockout there. Now I can go out into Incineroar, I think, which I will go for. Yep. Go Incineroar. Bulu comes in. And yep, get the Intimidate off, and now I can just play a slow game where as long as I don't get crit in the end game by playing slow, I should be able to pull out the win. Go for the Heat Wave here and just Fake Out the Bulu. Stall out this turn of taunt so I can maybe get Tailwind up, but it looks like my opponent's going to forfeit, and we will be able to take 3 wins in today's episode. The Incineroar adjustment putting in so much work for this team. Hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. If you did like it, please leave a like down below, show support, and if you haven't been following along my action on Twitch, highly recommend doing so down in the description down below, as I've been streaming pretty much every single day I can until we get that partnership. And we've been getting really close so far. We peaked the number of viewers today. I got like 80 viewers today for the peak. We've been averaging around high 50s, 60s currently. So I would really love to aim for the partnership. Maybe can get it maybe in a few months, but hope everyone enjoyed. If you want to check out the team down below, I updated with the Incineroar version of this team, but otherwise you can check out the previous episodes if you missed them. Feel free to leave a comment down below as I do read them. Leave a like on the video, shows your support, and have a great day, people, as always, because I hope you do. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.